Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is the fourth and final instalment for Charlie's Snowman. This is the final one built on Snowdon on the 25th of February, which was Charlie's anniversary. He passed away sadly 2 years previous to that. It was always a big ambition to complete the Snowman challenge on that anniversary. So not only that we would have a poignant day anyway, but one that we could actually turn to a positive, that the fact that we'd actually completed this crazy idea of mine to climb the 3 peaks in winter and build a replica of Raymond Briggs the Snowman. Obviously I've gone into the story behind that in the previous videos, but you can see from the opening shot there that S4C, the production company in Wales, they came down to shoot a programme, and I'm very, very fortunate to experience that. It was, don't get me wrong, I was quite nervous, even though I'd already done the Sky News one, but this was the first time I'd ever done anything like this with film crews. So after finishing the initial interview, it was time to walk up the hill and start the challenge. You can see us here walking through the village and then back onto the bottom of the path where we met with the film crew again. So that was the second element of the filming for the programme to go out on S4C, and here we are walking up. So we did a bit more filming again at the bottom of the path really, and just leading up towards the section where you turn around the corner and start going a bit steeper onto the main path, and we're heading up pretty quick here, and this is halfway calf. So our winner's cafe, which is brilliant, and I get a panhead there pretty often when I'm on the hill. So we're Lydia and Jack walking up, and we're just coming up to a bit more snow now, as you can see. Snow was good this day, really good. Had the wind. It's had a couple of little melt freeze cycles, so the consistency of the snow was absolutely fantastic for building the Snowman. And that's 936 doing a rescue. So going back up onto the summit there, and yeah, it's absolutely fantastic conditions for it. So we got to the summit, had a quick brew, and then set about starting to build this. The banner and the collection tin, which we got a few donations. On the top you can see there's quite a few people around gathering. And yeah, so we dropped down just underneath the path to get the better snow, and we found this absolutely fantastic patch of neve that just bonded together. It was honestly, we couldn't have asked for anything better at that point. So you can see it's going up pretty well. Starting to put the props on. Me on the phone as usual. But we're now into the sculpting part of it. I'm building the head. Whilst on the summit, this one felt quite different because of the fact that there'd only been 2 of us do the second attempt on Ben Nevis, and with Scafell Pike there was only 5 of us. So to have this many people around felt quite weird actually to what we had on the previous ones. It was amazing having so many people mucking in and having so many of my friends there to share in this experience. And to be quite honest, when you go and get the snow, yeah, so you can see from the summit that it's starting to take shape like a snowman now.
Wow, a snowman.
As I previously said, the conditions were absolutely spot on for this. Very little wind, if anything. Mildish temperatures, but the condition of the snow, that was key. It just bonded together. It meant that we could make a bigger and better snowman again than what we had on the previous ones. And it was actually just an enjoyable experience to be on the top. I'm very, very lucky to have so many good friends. And to have so many on there sharing this moment with us. Some of them have been into the hospital to see Charlie as well when he was in intensive care, and people were there on his last day before he passed away. And to share this moment with them after everything, like, it's a big joint effort to get this done. It was absolutely fantastic. There's a Lydia putting the mouth on with me. So he's looking like a snowman. I think we saved the best one for last, and that was all the experience that we had on the previous ones. But it certainly stood out. The amount of people that then came up and was just absolutely astonished to the detail of what we'd done. It was brilliant. Honestly, it really, really was brilliant. We even got a bit of a fly pass from the Defence Flying School, based in Shrewsbury.
I'll let you take it. So why are they building a bloody snowman? Yeah.
And there's me next to him. Charlie's shirt. He would have been at that age then. So yeah, we'd completed the snowman, took the props off, and then started thinking about our way down. And there's a couple of summit pictures with him, with a group of us. Clare House banner. Good friend of Lydia with him. It got to the point where I didn't want to leave it at one point. And there's heading back off down the hill, starting to get a really nice sunset. So I'd like to finish the video off with Charlie himself, and this was him in the high dependency unit at Alderhay, not long before he passed away. But you can see he's so happy. He's such a happy little boy. This wasn't the end of the fundraising, it was actually the beginning of it, and multiple fundraisers since, which I'm going to make videos about them. They were up to almost, £30,000 in donations, and with gift aid, it's got to be 34,000 in total that we've raised in his memory. So all of that money is going back into children's hospices and helping unfortunate families that were in the same situation as us, and helping children live as best life as they can in the short time that they do have. We're not isolated in this with our grief, and we're not isolated, and there's many more families going through it now. And I sit there and think about them, even though I don't know them. I sit there and I think that there's actually families going out and going through this right now that we've gone through. So all funds that we raise, that's only going to a good purpose, and doing it in his memory. It's actually a very privileged position I'm in to be able to do this. So yeah, I'll start posting up the other fundraisers, and I'm now currently getting ready to head out back to the Swiss Alps to restart another fundraiser called Andy's Alpine Epic, and I hope you'll tune in for that one. Thank you.